Okay. Okay, good. So I'm sharing the screen now. Okay, good. So we have already had this one and said the answer is B. Okay, which is R is close and
B.
okay, that is past question number 2, being our question 1 here. So we are going.
Okay.
Explanation is that if you have if you have A plus B, and the answer that you get C is also a natural number, then your handout is saying that then that natural number is close under operations of addition
It's
and
close.
multiplication. Yeah, that
Different
is
and multiplication.
that is why that is the answer. Okay. Okay. So
Okay.
that is why R is close under addition. Okay, so now let's go to tackle our number 2. Our number 2 is question 10.
All right. Mm-hmm.
Okay, our number 2 is question 10. Okay. So this one is saying that, can you see the screen?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay, so it said let Z equals to, okay, this divided by that. That is 3i plus 4 over 5 minus 3i. And it says find the expression of Z. Z dash. So what do you call Z dash? Okay, Z dash is actually referred to as compressed conjugate. And Z dash yeah, is called compressed conjugate. So anytime you see Z dash, that means you are finding the complex conjugate of it. Okay.
Of it, okay.
Oh, good. But before you can find a complex conjugate of this, in real numbers, okay, you are not allowed to have a complex number being denominator. Anytime you are you have this, it's not in the proper form, so you have to rationalize this.
Okay.
So you have to rationalize it first before you can now check the. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So now let's try and solve it. Even though the answer is none of the above, but I will explain why that is the answer. Okay.
Okay.
Good. Okay, so let me pray.
3 times 15 I.
Okay, so okay, so explanation is if Z has a convenient form of x plus yi, so meaning that if you write Z, okay, if you write Z as Z is equals to x plus yi, meaning this is the real part and this is the imaginary part.
Okay.
Then the complex conjugate of it, which is denoted by Z dash. Okay, it's actually, so this complex conjugate of it is equals to this. That means you multiply -1 by the imaginary part to obtain minus yi. That is how you find it. So you maintain the real part, then you multiply the imaginary part by -1. That is how you find conjugates. Are you okay? You're okay?
Yeah,
good.
I'm okay.
Good. But I'm saying that before we do that, you must first rationalize this, because this, in terms of complex numbers, is not acceptable. You don't have to have a complex number being a denominator. So you have to rationalize it. So how do you rationalize it? To rationalize this is how you go by it. You pick the denominator, okay? and you look at the real part,
Yes.
this one,
Yeah.
and you multiply by -1.
Minus 1.
You
Okay.
multiply this one by -1, the real part, by -1. Are you okay?
Mhm.
So
Okay.
once you multiply by
Yeah.
-1, it will be, this is minus, so it will be plus, right?
Positive.
So you have
Yeah.
5 plus 3i. This one, you have this, okay? Can you see? Hello, Amos, can you see? Are you there, Amos?
Yeah, I can see it well. Yeah.
Good, good. So you
Yeah.
have 5 plus 3i. Okay. So because you
Yeah.
have 5 plus 3i, because you have multiplied this by -1, so this minus here will become positive. So you have 5 plus 3y. Then you multiply that one by the top, and you multiply the same thing by the down. That is
Yeah.
how
Okay.
you rationalize it. Okay,
Okay, sir.
good. So if you do this, then this will be the 3i times 5 will give you what?
15i.
15i. Very good. So you have this. Then
Yeah.
3i times 3i. That will
Give
give
you
you
9i squared.
9i
9i
squared. Good.
squared.
So 9i squared. Then you come to the 4. So 4 times 5 is what? 20.
20. Then
Good.
12i.
Then 4 times 3i will be what? 12i. So you
12.
have it, right? So let's expand the down one. The down one to 5 times 5 will be what? 25. Which is 1.
Yeah.
Then 5 times 3i, that will be 15i.
15i.
Yeah. Which is this one. Okay.
Yeah.
Positive 15i. Then we come to this one, the 3i side, the minus 3i side. So minus 3i times 5. That will give you what? Minus 15i, right? Then minus 3i times 3i. That will give you minus 9i squared. Is that not it?
I squared. Yeah.
Okay. So this is how you do. So this thing you see here, only this can come in examination. Just rationalize something like that. So if you know how to do this, you can get some of the exams, some of the questions correct.
Okay.
So now that this is it, we're saying that I squared is actually what? -1. Can you see?
-1.
So
yes.
I squared is equals to -1. So meaning this will be 15i, this will be -9, right?
-9. Yeah.
And this will be 20, and this is 20i. Here, this will be 25. This will be 15i. This will be 15i. So these two will cancel, right?
Will cancel. Yeah.
Okay, and this will be plus 9. Is that not it? Because 9.
Yes.
Plus 9.
I negative cancel.
Yeah. Negative will multiply by negative. Okay, good.
Yeah.
So, with that in mind, that will give us this. So 15i plus this one, 12i, that will give us what? 27i. That is why we have this.
27. Yes, yeah.
Okay, this one will give us a -9. Then
minus the 9.
And these two will cancel.
Plus 20.
So you have 25
cancel,
and plus 9. And that will give us 34. So 27i plus 11 over 34. Are you okay?
Over 34.
So yeah. 25 plus 9. 25 plus 9, that will give you 34, right?
34, yeah.
Okay, good. So now that is it. It means we have 27i over 34 plus 11 over 34. This can be rewritten as this. You agree with that?
Yeah.
This.
No, the congregation, you should come at the right hand side. The I.
This. Addition is commutative. You can change it anyhow. Remember when we were learning the principles in the morning. 2 plus 2, 2 plus 3 is the same as 3 plus 2. Do you agree?
3 plus 2. Yeah.
I'm saying 2 plus 3 is the same. This is the
3
same.
is the same as 3 plus 2
Good. So
plus 2.
so it doesn't matter whether you bring this one first or this one last.
Okay.
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 Good. And I'm saying this thing you see here,
Yeah.
our results here, can also be written as this in this form. You can see.
Yes, I can see.
Good. So this can also be written in this form.
Yeah.
Okay. So looking at the answers, let's go back to the answers. So looking at the answers, you can clearly see that it was written in that form. Have you seen? They separated.
Yeah.
They separated it. So it's written in this form. Have you seen it's in this form? But check this one with the arrow sign. The A. You see that A is likely to be find the answer because you are seeing minus 20 over 25, I plus 11 over 25. Are you getting something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. So now, yeah. So now let's go down and check again. So we have this minus 27 over 34.
Over 34.
Okay. And plus 11 what? I.
Over 30.
Hello. Hello. Amos, are you there? Are you there? Yeah, Amos, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Let's go on.
Okay, very good. So
Let's go on.
This is the answer, okay? But the question is not saying we should look for, the question is not saying we should look for the rationalized answer. The question is saying that after we have rationalized it, we should look for the complex conjugate, which is this one, Z dash. Which is Z dash, okay? The complex conjugate. That's what the question is saying we should do, right? So because of that, and according to what we read, complex conjugate means you should maintain the real part and multiply the imaginary part by -1. Okay, so means this imaginary part must be multiplied by a -1. Do you agree?
1.
-1 minus 1. Do you agree? In order to obtain Okay. Okay, good. So if you multiply this one by -1, it means it will become what? Negative. That is why here is minus 27 I over 34. Do you agree?
Yeah.
And the real part, we maintain it. So that is why here is 11 over 34. Do you agree?
Okay.
Good. So now we have our answers to be, what? Minus 27 I over 34 plus 11 over what? 34. Okay.
34.
Good. So note the 34. Note it carefully. That is there. This is 34, but it's not 25. Can you see? It's 34, but it's not 25. Can you see? Yeah, Amos, can you see? Hello? Hello?
Okay, so yeah.
Hello? Amos? Yeah, Amos, can you hear me?
I'm okay.
Okay, good. So let me share again.
Yeah, I can hear you, sir.
Okay, good. So, okay, good. So we are saying that We are saying that if you multiply this one by minus 1, this one, the imaginary part by minus 1, then that will give you minus 27 I over 34. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Good. Very good. And I'm saying you should note the denominator is 34.
Yes.
But it is not 25. Okay.
It's not. Yeah.
Okay, good. So now let's go and check the answers. So we know we have 27I over 34 plus 11 over 34. So the answers here is saying this one. If you check, this one is what? Minus the one A. Look at it. Look at A. A is saying minus
27 over 25.
27I over 25 plus 11 over 25.
Over 25.
And clearly see that this is looking at the as if it's the correct answer, because all of them are divided by 25.
Yes.
But it's supposed to be divided by what? 34.
34 rather.
And not 25. So this is supposed to be the answer, but it's not divided by 34, but it's divided by 25. That is why the answer is none of the above.
Okay.
Are you okay now? Do you get it?
I'm okay.
Yeah, so that is why. So,
yes, I get it well.
So this is the answer.
Okay.
Let's go to the next question.
Okay.
Okay, so the next question is question 4.
Question number 4.
Yeah, question number 4.
Okay.
Okay. So question number 4 is saying that you should find Z1 and Z2 such that we have 2IZ1 plus IZ2 is equals to 2 plus 5I. And 3I squared IQ Z1 minus 2I squared Z2 is equals to 9 minus 11I. You're okay with that?
Right.
Okay. And, and the correct answer is this one. E. That is Z1 equals to 1 plus I, and Z2 is equals to minus 4I plus 3. So we are going to prove why that is the answer and how to solve that. Okay.
So this, as a written objectives, are you supposed to solve how we're able to get it on the side of the question, or you just
no. You have to circle the answer. As I've shown you some techniques, and sometimes you can find something to learn the answers in your mind.
Okay.
But the thing is, they can change this answer here. They can move it to.
Okay.
They can move this one to B.
B.
Yeah, I move maybe C, I move C to D. So if you want to change, then you have to learn the answer, not whether it is E or B.
B. Okay.
You have to actually learn the answer that this one, Z1 is 1 plus I, and Z2 is minus 4I plus 3. You have to learn that.
5 plus 3.
Are you getting my point?
Okay. Yes, I'm getting it well.
Okay. So we are going to explain why that is so and how to arrive at that answer. Okay.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay, good. So the explanation. It says that to prove this, you have to insert all the answers. So you have to insert them. So you have to think quickly and try and see potential answers. Okay. Because you have to first write what you have been given. You have to know that there are 2 things that was given to you. Okay. 1, 2IZ1 was given to you plus IZ2. So if you factor I out, then you have 2Z1 plus Z2. Okay. So all that you have to know is that those Z1 that was given in the questions A, B, C, D, values for Z1 and values of Z2. that was given, you know. Okay. All that you have to do is that insert some of them here, multiply it by 2, and add to the other one and see if that will give you this. That is a quick way of answering that.
Yeah. So just bring the I out.
Yeah,
okay.
Bring the I out.
Okay.
Then you will see this. Then the answer that has given, yeah, the answer that has given to you in the question, like A, B, C, these answers. You see, let me clear here for you. This answers A is Z1 is equal to I plus 1, and Z2 is 3 plus 4I. B, Z1. So those answers that is given to you, you can clearly see that Z1 is equal to I plus 1. Have you seen it? It's at A here. Check C. Z1, Z1 is equal to I minus 1. Check E. Z1 is equal to I plus. So you see that I plus 1 and I minus 1 is likely to be Z1. So you can pick that one and insert that one in and see. So first, you can pick any of them. You pick A, some of the members of A and B. So you can pick A in. If you think it's likely to be the answer, put them in the question and solve and see if that will arrive you 2 plus 5I, as is stated here. Okay. So
yes,
you can do that. So these are quick way of answering such questions. Okay. So once you have you know that is how you are going to answer, then the next thing is, you know, the quick way to answer. So you factor I out, then you have this. So according to the question, if you know Z1 and you know Z2, and you do these calculations, it's supposed to give you 2 plus 5I. So all that you have to do is that proving. So with E, so I'm going to put E, values of E, the answer I was given at E, into it. E was saying that Z1 is 1 plus I, and Z2 was minus 4I plus 3. Okay, so I'm going to put them here and here and see if I'll arrive at this answer. Then I can say E is likely to be my answer. Are you getting the point?
Yes.
Okay, good. So when you come here, so I've just brought what is here to the side here. And so I maintains, then 2 maintains, but 2 is multiplied by Z1. According to the answers provided there, Z1 is I plus 1. So I'll put them here inside this bracket. Okay. So Z1 here. So in place of Z1, I've replaced it with what the actual value, which is here. Have you seen it? Good. And here too is Z2. So in place of Z2, I'm going to replace it with the Z2 member, which is minus 4I plus 3. Okay, good. So with this in mind, now it means we can expand this. So 2 times 1, 2 times I. Okay. So that will give you what? 2 and 2I.
2 plus 2I minus 4I.
Okay, very good. And this side, there is no multiplication, so we just put them there. So we have minus 4I plus 3. So this will result. So once this results into this, then we know that this is 2I and this is 4I. So this will give you what?
2. This one will balance. So you get negative I2 here. 2 plus negative I2.
So if we check carefully, this will give you what? This will give you 2, like negative 2, right?
Negative 2I, yeah.
And this 2 will give you what? Positive what? 5.
5.
Yeah, 2 plus 3. Right? Yes. So it will go to this. So you have 5 minus 2I. Okay. 2. And you multiply I by 5. That will be 5 what? I. 5. Then you multiply I by 2 minus 2I. And that will give you minus 2I squared. And we said I squared is equals to negative 1. Is that not it?
Negative 1. Yes.
Good. So meaning negative 1 times minus 2 will be positive 1.
So negative times 2.
So this will give you 5i plus 2, which is the same as this. So meaning the answer at E is correct. So you have to also do the second check, because there are two things that was given to you. So this is the first check. There are two things. There's another one which says this is equal to 9 minus 11i. Have you seen it?
Yes.
So you go, and once you are sure that it satisfies the first equation, then you put in the second equation and see if it will satisfy it. Okay, then you can be sure that that is your answer. Okay, so we are going to put it into the second equation. So the second equation also says this. Okay, the second equation is this. Okay, so if you factor, you see this is I squared, is that not it?
Yes.
So you cannot factor I3 out. You have to factor I squared out. So if you factor I squared out in this side, then this one I will remain here. So this will be 3iz1 minus 2z2. Is that not it?
Yes, sir.
And according to the question, this is equal to 9 minus 11i. Is that not it?
11. Yeah.
Okay, good. So members of E is saying Z1 is 1 plus I, and Z2 is 4 minus 4i plus 3. Answer na wo E no, and you picking. And you check it, and you know the answer na. Yeah, they check it first one, satisfy it. So we are using it to check the second one. Are you getting my point? Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
Good. So now, when you come here, so all that I've done is that I have brought this thing to this side. That is all that I've done. So now, the factorization, so I squared. So in place of Z1, I'm going to put this one there. So that is this.
Yeah.
So in place of Z2, I'm going to put this one here. So that is it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
So now, when you expand the whole of this, as we have done it before, okay, I squared at the back. So it will be 3i times 1. That will be 3i. 3i times I. That will be 3i what squared. Is that not
I squared?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So that has been expanded.
Then
negative 2 times negative 4i. So that will give positive 8i.
Positive 8i.
Good. Then negative.
Then another negative 2 times
3. That will give you negative 6. Is that not it?
Give you minus 6.
Yeah, minus 6. Good.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have this. So you look into it and see if you can do some addition and what we call grouping like things or something.
Additional. Yes, 3.
So you see
3i plus 8.
So you see that this one
11i.
it becomes minus what? Because I squared is minus 1. So
minus 3.
Minus 3.
Minus 1. Yeah.
And this will give you 11 what? I. And minus
11.
3. And so this 2, the 8i and the 3i will give you 11i, which is this one, right?
Will give you minus 9. Yeah, yeah.
And this one will give you minus.
So minus 3 minus 6 will give you minus 9.
Very good. Very good.
9. Okay.
Okay, so that will result into this. And we said I squared is the same as minus 1.
1.
So minus 1 times this will give you what? This is minus, okay? So minus 1 times 11i. Okay. Minus 1 times 11i will give you what?
Plus 11i.
It will give you what? Minus what? So if you check, no, there is a, you see that, you check again. It will give you minus I. So that I have made a mistake here. You see that? Give you minus.
They made a mistake.
When I was
11, I reduce plus 11.
Yeah, you see that to give you minus 11, is that not it? Minus 11.
Yeah.
Good. And minus times minus will give you positive what?
Positive.
So that will
9.
result at this answer.
Mhm.
I've seen it. So I've made a mistake.
Okay.
So I will do the correction. I was just solving
Okay.
it. I just solved it and I
Okay.
put you. So you see, so that will resolve at the answer they are looking for. Is that not it?
Yeah.
So therefore, E is what? The answer.
Answer. Okay.
So that is why we know. So when we get something like that, you can solve it sometimes by also putting the answers they are provided, the ABCD answer, putting some of them inside and evaluate it to check if that will give you the correct answer.
Correct answer.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay, sir.
Okay, good. So now, okay, let's handle this question, question 4,
Number 7.
which is number 9.
Number 9. No. Number 9 is a better. It's a
Yes.
better question. Say
Don't worry, it's just something. So just let's mention it and go.
okay.
Okay, it says a vector is often represented by an arrow. The length of the arrow is, and also we have not just done it, but I'm going to give you the explanation for the answer. Okay.
Okay.
Good. So the answer is B. B is saying that the answer is both A and B. So A says it points in the direction of the
B and C.
you say a vector is often represented by an arrow. The length of the arrow So if you represent a vector and you say this arrow, the length of that arrow, what does it represent? And A is saying it points in the direction of the vector. So that is 1.
Direction of the vector.
Okay. And C is
And
saying
C.
it represents the magnitude of the vector. Okay. And so the answer is both A and B.
And C.
So A and C.
And C.
Okay. So why that is the answer? Let me explain. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so this is the explanation. Okay, so let's read from this part, because I picked the explanation from the slides. So read from this part. It says a vector is often represented by an arrow or a directional line segment. Okay.
Oh.
And it says the length of the arrow represents the magnitude of the vector. That is in the slides. So that part is correct. It means that part, the C part is correct, right?
Yes.
Okay, and it says, and the arrow points in the direction of the vector.
The direction.
That means A2 is correct.
Okay.
Is that not it? So that is why the answer is both A and B.
Yes.
So you're okay now.
Okay.
So I try to find this thing in the slides for you to know, so that you know why we are picking that answer.
Okay.
Are you okay with what you
The number?
So
yes.
Yeah. So you're okay with what you have learned so far?
Yes, very okay.
So if you have started long time, you have been good in everything.
Very, very.
And the way I'm presenting it, is it clear? Is it okay? Can you follow?
It's better than the teachers even teaching us. Your own is clear, and the understanding is very even simple. But tell them the way it will get through. But if they come, they go. As if they want different and go. But you are taking your time and going inside. So you see the understanding is coming more than the way they are.
So okay, we do this so we are doing 5 questions. Then we give our time maybe from 9:30 or from 10 o'clock. Then we do another one. Then you do the math lab. Okay.
What are the question is question 8? Which of the following is suitable for a rational number? A over B.
And that one, I think the answer will be the E, none of the decision, but I will check again.
None of them. Okay.
I think the answer will be, because if you look through it, it seems It's not, yeah.
Look at the B2. A cannot be 0, but B cannot. You see, when
And that one is
yesterday we were doing
that
the
one
thing,
is
you
true.
mentioned
That one is true, yeah. Because B the denominator cannot be 0, because if it becomes 0, it will be undefined. So that one is true. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
So that one is true. Okay, so let me look at this. That one is true. So I think the answer will be E, none of the above. Because it says, which of the following is not suitable for a rational number, A and B? Okay, so we are actually talking about this question. Since we are doing some video recording, let me see if I can open the question, the one we are talking about. Okay, so we are actually talking about this question.
Number 8.
I'm checking something here. I think I have, where is it?
Number 8.
Number 8, yeah. I think I've taken some images here, so I wanted to look for it and see if I can. Yeah, I think it will be here. Yeah, okay. I'm going to, so can you see the question I've displayed? Can you see that one, or you can only see the first one?
The first one, the 7 is still there. The 8 has not come.
Okay, good. So I'm going to show you something. So I will share that one. So I'm going to share something for you to see. Okay. So we are actually talking about this question. Can you see it now? Can you see it now? Can you see? Can you see?
Yeah, I can see it well.
Okay, good. So we are talking about this one, the A over B.
The A over B.
Which of the point is not suitable for a rational number? It's not that one.
Which of the following?
The question 8. Can you see? I've displayed it. Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Is it clear for you, or should I expand it?
Expand it small. Expand it small.
Okay. Is it okay now?
Yeah, it's okay now. Yeah.
Okay, good. So, can you able to read it now? Are you able to read it?
Yeah, I can read it now.
Okay, good. So it's saying that if you look at this, if we say that which of the following is not suitable for a rational number. So you know, rational numbers are fractions. Another name for fractions is rational numbers, according to the book. Is that not it?
Yes.
Okay. So we know that both fractions A and B are all real numbers, because real numbers are positive and negative integers. So they are all real numbers. You can agree with that. So that is true, right?
Yeah.
So you say which of the point is not suitable. So it means which is not true. So it's looking for,
it's not true.
Yeah. So you're looking for a false statement.
A false answer.
Yeah.
And all what you say is correct.
So so he's looking for a false statement. So because of that, we have to check which one is wrong. But A and B are all real numbers. That is correct. A can be 0, but B cannot. It's true. Because if you make B 0 and divide by maybe A, that will be undefined. So that one too is correct.
Undefined.
Yeah. And A and B cannot have a common factor. So I'm thinking it may be C. He's saying A and B cannot have a common factor. That one I don't think is true. Because if I have, let's say, 2 times 3. 2 times 3, what will be the answer? 6, right?
6.
So it means
2
and 3 are factors of 6. Is that not it?
Yeah.
Okay, let's check another one. Let's say 4 times 3. That would be what? 12, right? Okay, let's say, let me put it here. Let me say 5 times 3. That would be 15, right? 5 times 3 will be, undo this. Can you hear me? Hello? Amos, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, very good. So let me share the lesson again. Okay. So, okay. So we are on this one, yeah, the past question. Okay, good. So can you see the screen?
Yeah, I can see it clear.
Okay, good. So you see, I'm saying that this question here, the C that is talking about, I'm saying
Okay.
if you have 3 times 2 is what? 6,
6.
right? Then,
Mm.
so that means 3 and 2 are factors of 6. Is that not it?
Yes.
Okay. The same way, 3 times 5 is what?
15.
15. Okay, so that means 3 and 5 are factors of what? 15.
15.
Okay. Can we get a fraction like this? 6 divided by 15. We can get a fraction like that, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then he's saying that both A and B cannot have a common factor. But if you check, this 6 has a factor of 3,
Yeah.
right? Let me change the marker and let me undo this for you to see what I'm trying to do. So if you check, this 6, it has a 3 as a factor, is that not it?
Yeah.
And this 15, it also has 3 as a factor, is that not it?
Yeah.
So both 6, which is A, and B, which is 15, are having a common factor, which is what? 3, according to what we have just
Correct.
done.
Mm.
He's saying A and B cannot have a common factor. So this statement
Okay.
is false.
Mm.
Is that not it?
Yeah. Mm.
So good. And he's saying A and B is in its least form. Yeah, that one too is true. Because actually, when you get something like this, you can prefer to divide through by 3. So this will
Correct.
give you 3 divided by 6 is what? 2 over what? 5.
Yeah.
If you get fraction, you want to get it to the least form. Is that not it?
Mm.
So D is correct. So I think the answer will be C. Are you okay why the answer is C?
Yeah. I'm okay.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Okay, good. So now let's unshare this and continue with what we are doing.
Yeah. Then.
Okay. So unshare the screen. Then, so let me share. We are on which one? Okay.
Well,
Okay, so we are on here, question 7.
verse 7. Yes. Determine.
Okay. So when we are done with this, then we will continue maybe at 10 o'clock. So that I can,
10 o'clock.
yeah, I can take my time and add something. So 10 o'clock, we do it at 11. Then we pause for
Okay.
15 minutes. Then we continue with basic electronics.
Okay.
Okay. Good. So, okay, so it's saying that we should Determine the values of A and A minus 1. So this is A minus B. So this is what we are going to look for. Okay. And it says that 3A plus B plus 2I into bracket A minus 2B and 7I plus 2 are equal.
That's equal.
Yes. That is question 7. So it means all that he's saying is that this, the whole of this is equals to this. Do you understand the question now? Okay.
Okay.
And he's saying we should look for A first. So meaning the value that will be placed here will be what? A. And when we are done looking for A, then we should look for A minus B. And that will be the value that will be placed in this direction, in this place.
Yes.
You understand the question now?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's attempt to solve it. You know, I was with Prof when you called, and I told Prof that you are doing distance and you'll be writing me saying you want me to take you to some of the maths and other stuff because it's long time since we finished school. He was laughing and he said that is good. At least you are trying your best. And he's happy with such students than those who sit down and be looking for someone to just give them marks. So he was very happy. So congratulations, Prof, the HOD. That is the head for electrical. I was with the HOD, the head for electrical engineering department.
Wow, powerful.
And he said, I mentioned you. I said, yeah, then at least you are doing good. He said that is good. Such are the people he likes. Even if you don't get it well, at least you are trying your best. He preferred that than those who are doing nothing and waiting for somebody to dash their marks. Okay, so let's solve it. So actually, the answer is C, okay? I have circle C, 15 over 14 and 16 over 7. So that is the answer. So let's prove why that is the answer. Okay, so the explanation. Okay, so check. The question says we should look for what? A, and also we should look for A minus what?
A minus B. Okay. A minus B.
Very good. So that is what we are going to look for. And this is what he has given to us. This is equals to this. Okay. So when you get something like that, this is how you do it. Look at it very carefully. See that this is 3A plus B. There is no I here. Okay. And in a complex number, Z is equals to R plus, let me go to undo that. Undo. So it's R plus I. So this is the real part, and this is the imaginary part. That is how complex numbers are. Okay. So real part plus imaginary part. So the imaginary part is the one that have I attached to it. So you're okay with that? So if you look at it, this is 3AB, there is no I attached to it. So we can call this one the R, the real part. Is that not it?
Yeah.
And this one, you see that the whole of this plus even the 2 is multiplying the I. The I is attached to all of them. So we can call the whole of this. So let me clear. So we can call the whole of this the imaginary parts, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if you want to group like terms, you have to group the real parts on one side, then the imaginary part on the other side. That is how you group like terms and complex numbers. Are you okay now?
Yeah.
Okay, so the real part, which is this one, has been brought to this side. And it's according to it, the real part here, because looking at it, let me clear for you to look at something. This is the R, and this is the
I.
good. So
Mhm.
if you look here, this is the I because I is attached to the 7, and this
Mm.
is the R.
Yeah.
So we can clearly say that this is R and this is R. So actually R is equals to R, is that not it?
Yes.
So we can say the whole of this is equals to 2. Do you
It is.
agree? Do you agree?
Yeah. Yes.
The same way we can say I is equals to I, is that not it?
Yes.
Good. So that means the whole of this can be equals to 7I. Is that not it? Okay,
Yes.
good. So because it's equal to 7I is here and I is here. If you divide 2 by I will cancel. So we can say
Mhm.
that if you come to this part, the imaginary part, we can quickly say that 2, so we can take the I out and say 2 into bracket A minus
Okay.
2B is equals to 7.
7.
Do you agree?
Okay.
Because the I is
Yeah.
here and I is here. So
Okay.
if you divide 2 by I will cancel. Is that not it?
Yeah.
Because if you divide this by I and you divide this one by
To
I,
cancel.
so I will
To cancel that
cancel.
right.
So I will cancel
Mhm.
from it. Good.
Yeah.
So we can clearly say that 2 into bracket A minus B is equals to 7 from this equation that he has given to us. We can also say
Okay.
that 3A plus B is equals to 2. Is that not it? Do you agree with what I have explained so far?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So now, if you check here, if you look at this side, we can make B the subject in this format.
Mhm.
So how do you make B the subject? You can just take 3A to this side. So it will be B equal to 2 minus 3A. And we can call it equation 1. Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay, good. So now we can put our equation 1 into this form, this side, this thing here. We can put our equation 1 into it. Is that not it? Because
Yeah.
there is B here. So in place of B, you can replace it with 2 minus 3.
Okay.
So that is what I have done here. So this 2
Mhm.
is out here. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me cancel. So this is the 2, and this is the A. This is the A. And this is minus, and this is 2. So this is minus, this is 2. Then into bracket B. So in place of B, I brought this one, which is 2 minus A into this equation. Are you okay now?
That's it.
Okay. So once you get this, then you can expand this. So expanding this, you will get it this way.
Mhm.
Get 2 times 2, that will be minus 4 because this is minus 2. You have
Okay.
A minus 4, then minus 2 times minus 3A, that will be plus 6A. Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay. And if you, this is A and this is A. So if you add say A plus 6A, that will give you 7A.
Then A.
Okay. And this is minus 4. So you bring your minus 4 here. And this is 2. So you bring your 2 here. Okay.
Mhm.
According to what we did here, this thing here that we are working, it says it's equal to 7. So you bring out your 7 here, right? Yeah, okay.
Yes, sir.
So according to this side, it says that this is equals to this 7. So we can bring our 7 here because that is what we are expanding. So it's equals to 7, right? Okay. So now that we know it's equals to 7, then we can expand this. 2 times 7 will be what? 14a. And 2 times 4, that will be minus what? 8. Can you hear me? And still, we repeat our 7 and bring the 7 here. Can you hear me? Amos, are you there? Hello? Amos, can you hear me? Hello, Amos. Amos. Hello, Amos. Amos. Hello. Amos. Why? Why you are online? Okay, I'm only one in. Hello, Amos. Hello, Amos. Are you coming? Yeah, okay. He's in. Okay. Yeah, you are in. You are in, eh? Okay.
Okay. Is it coming from my end or is it coming from your day?
You are end. You were lost.
Hey, somebody was calling, so I decided to put how do you say, like you put it airplane.
Yeah. So it stopped your network.
Hey. Okay, I'm using Wi-Fi, so I think if I stop it, it can.
So it stopped your network or something. Okay, good. So let's continue. Okay. So let me see. I zoom in. Don't select anything. Okay, so we are here. You can see the screen now, right?
Yeah, I can see it.
It's raining heavily here.
Wow.
Okay. Good. So I'm saying that you group them into real and imaginary. That part is okay. Good. So when we get to this part, we said 2a minus 2 into bracket a minus 2b is equals to 7, according to this one. Okay. So when you do all the substitutions here, then you come and pick your 7 and you bring it to this side. Are you okay now?
Yeah.
So then you expand everything here. I think you were okay when we were doing this part, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this will give you 14a minus 8. Then you come and pick your 7 from this side, and you bring it. That thing is equals to 7. Okay. According to what we got here, if you take the I out, the whole of this will be equals to what? 7. So it just will bring you a 7. I hope that is okay. Good. So now we have 14a minus 8 equals to 7. So when you get this, what can you do? You can now take your 8 to this side, and that will be 7 plus 8, and that will give you what? 15.
15 over 14.
Good.
So I bring the A.
Then you to find A, you divide it by what? 14. So that would be 15 over 14. So at least we are able to find A.
A.
So A is 15 over 14. That is
Okay.
why when you check in the answers here, you see that everything here is 15 over 14. So getting that one is not enough. He wants you to get A minus B before you know the correct answer. So that means you know A now, so you should look for B. Okay. Are you okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if you want to move fast in this examination, if you want to move fast, and you can smart know that this is A, then you don't need to wait for A because everything here is the same. So you know
Yes.
the value of A. So you just make B the subject and pick one of the A values and substitute into it and get what you get for B and come and select your answer.
Oh, fast.
Because everything here is the same. So that means you don't need to worry for that. So pick this as A, but you have to know that that is A because you may not know that is A. But if you knew that that is A, now that you know that is A, so even if you forget about the answer, you pick this one and you substitute into B and you solve it for your answer. And how do you get B? We did B. B was the equation one we created here. B is equal to 2 minus 3A. Remember? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
We decided to make here on this side, we decided to make B the subject here. And that resulted this one, equation what? 1. Okay, and that makes that B equals to 2, minus or 2 minus 3A, right? Okay, so from equation 1, we have this. So it means in place of A, we can put 15 over 14. So that means you have 2 minus 3 times 15 divided by 14. Raise it. Okay, so this will give us 3 times 15 is what? 45. So that will be
45.
2 minus 45 over 14. And if you punch that with your calculator, that will give you minus 17 over 4. Minus 17 over 4, okay?
4.
Good. I want you to note something. You see, this is B, minus 17 over 4, right?
Yeah.
Good. Let me show you something in the answers. Check. Can you see D?
Yes.
It's minus 17 over what? 14.
17 over 14.
And this is A, right? So if you are not smart, you think D is the answer. But he's not looking for B. He's looking for A minus B. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you arrive at your B, you have not finished. You have to look for A minus B. Okay. So in looking for A minus B, then you write your A, which is 15 over 14. Then you write your B, which is minus 17 over 14. And it's minus. So that will let you have minus. That will give you what? Plus. So you have 50. So if you have this, you can maintain 14 and you add 17 and 15. And that will give you, this is 20, that will give you 32, right? So you have 32 over what? 14.
14.
Okay. Two goes here, how many? 2 goes here, 7.
2 goes here, 16.
Here, 16. That will be 16 over 7, right? Okay. So 16 over 7. So let me clear. So if you go here and check, so the answer is 15 over 14 and 16 over 7. So the answer is C. So you're okay now. So
Yeah.
I pick questions that will let me do some solving so that at least you can understand. So when you go to your exams and some of these things, some of them you don't need to go to this length.
Mhm.
Just need to group like terms and do that, and you get the answers. So you follow the same
Nonsense.
when you be getting the answers.
Okay.
Okay. Go. So I
Yes, sir.
think you end it, then you continue at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah, so we do 10 to
Okay, sir.
11, then maybe 11 to 12. Okay.
Okay.
10
Okay,
to
sir.
11, then we wait for maybe 15 minutes, then 11:30 to
Do
maybe
the
30.
basic atomic.
Okay, yes.
Okay,
Yes.
sir. Okay. So that means now I'm at office. So now maybe I can set off.
Yeah, you can set us up by the time you get there and you've
You
refreshed.
get it.
Refresh and
Okay.
we can
Thank you, sir.
relax or we can continue.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. You are
Welcome.
blessed. You are blessed.
Good, good.
So will I get this one?
You want to get
Will
it? Say you'll be getting the video. I will send the video to you.
Okay, sir.
So at least this video you get it. Okay.
Yes. Okay. I've written some. I've
Okay.
done the.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll
Thank
send
you.
the video to you. So let me stop sharing.
Okay.
I think this video will come immediately we finish. I'll follow the one first.
Very good.
For
Very
this
good.
one has solutions and attempt to solutions.
Okay.
You see, Abu is now joining now.
Oh, Abu forget. Abu.
Abu
Abu. You should get around 10. 10.
We have to, we have to give you some of the videos. Hello, Abu.
Abu.
Hello, Abu.
Hey, Abu Haruna.
Abu, we are done. Oh, we will continue. Abu, can you hear me? Log in with your video, with your audio. Hello, Abu. Abu, can you hear me? Oh, he's but he cannot. He's not talking.
He cannot hear anything. I have to call him and say we should meet at 10.
Yes. So let's stop so that I can get you. Let me stop sharing. And
Thank you, sir.
okay.